Hello family. I want to talk to you about a very specific mystery that troubles millions of people. You go to bed exhausted. You fall asleep easily. Everything seems fine. But then, almost as if an invisible alarm clock goes off, your eyes snap open. You look at the clock, and it is always the same time. Perhaps it is 1:30 a.m. Perhaps it is 2:45 a.m. You are wide awake. You are not just tossing and turning, your mind is racing. You feel a sudden heat in your body. You feel a strange sense of anxiety or alertness, even though it is pitch black outside. You lie there for an hour, frustrated, staring at the ceiling, wondering why your body won't let you rest. My dear friends, in medical terms, we call this sleep maintenance insomnia. But in holistic medicine, this specific time window is a message. Your body is trying to communicate with you. And the organ picking up the phone at this hour is your liver. Today, I'm going to explain the connection between your liver function and your sleep cycle. I will explain the biology of the blood sugar crash that jars you awake, and I will give you the exact nutritional protocols to keep your liver calm so you can sleep deeply through the night. The biological clock, why timing matters. To understand this wake-up call, we must look at the body's internal schedule. We have circadian rhythms that control our hormones. But ancient medical systems, specifically traditional Chinese medicine, map this out further into the organ clock. They discovered that different organs go into a deep repair mode at different times of the day. The time between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. belongs to the liver. During the day, your liver is busy digesting food, filtering toxins, and producing energy. But at night, specifically at this time, the liver shuts down its external duties to focus on deep cleaning. It processes the metabolic waste from the day. It filters the blood. If your liver is congested, if it is fatty, inflamed, or overwhelmed with toxins, this cleaning process creates stress. It creates heat. It creates stagnation. And this internal turmoil physically jolts the nervous system awake. The mechanism, the blood sugar crash. Now, let us look at the modern medical explanation, which mirrors the ancient wisdom perfectly. The primary reason people wake up at this time is a condition called nocturnal hypoglycemia. This is a drop in blood sugar while you sleep. Here is what happens. You eat dinner. Your blood sugar goes up. Insulin comes out. You fall asleep. 4 hours later, your brain is hungry. It is the most energy-demanding organ in the body. It scans the blood for glucose. If your levels have dropped too low, your brain sends a panic signal. It says, "Emergency. We are running out of fuel." It calls on the liver to fix this. The liver keeps a storage of sugar called glycogen. When blood sugar drops at night, the liver is supposed to gently release this stored sugar to keep you asleep and stable. But, if your liver is struggling, if it is a fatty liver, or if you have insulin resistance, it cannot release this glycogen efficiently. It fails the task. The adrenal rescue, why you wake up anxious. When the liver fails to stabilize your blood sugar gently, the body has to call in the SWAT team. It calls the adrenal glands. Your adrenals release two powerful stress hormones, cortisol and adrenaline. Adrenaline stimulates the liver to dump sugar into the blood instantly to save the brain. This works. You don't die in your sleep. But there is a massive side effect. Adrenaline is the fight or flight hormone. It raises your heart rate. It raises your body temperature. It wakes up your mind and makes you alert to danger. So, you wake up at 2 a.m. with a racing heart and anxious thoughts, not because there is a tiger in the room, but because your liver couldn't manage your fuel supply. You are essentially having a stress response in your pajamas. The detox factor, alcohol and late meals. Before we talk about solutions, we must address the two biggest enemies of the 3 a.m. sleeper. Enemy number one is alcohol. Many people drink wine to fall asleep. It works to knock you out. But alcohol is a toxin that the liver prioritizes above everything else. Between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m., your liver is working desperately to metabolize that alcohol. This creates inflammatory byproducts that act as a stimulant. Alcohol also blocks the liver's ability to create new glucose. So, it guarantees the blood sugar crash we just talked about. If you want to sleep, the wine has to go. Enemy number two is late eating. If you eat a heavy meal at 9 p.m. and sleep at 10 p.m., your liver is busy with digestion during its detox time. It is like asking a janitor to clean a room while a party is still happening inside. It creates traffic jams in your energy system. Solution 1, fuel the liver, The honey hack. Now, how do we fix this? We need to ensure the liver has plenty of stored glycogen before we sleep, so the adrenals don't have to get involved. This brings me to my favorite simple remedy, raw honey. Honey is unique. It is the most liver-specific fuel in nature. Unlike refined sugar, which causes a spike and crash, raw honey is stocked primarily in the liver as glycogen. Try this tonight. 30 minutes before bed, take half a teaspoon of raw honey. You can add a pinch of Himalayan salt to it. The salt helps lower stress hormones. This small amount is not enough to spike your insulin or make you gain weight. But it is enough to provide a slow drip fuel source for your brain throughout the night. It tells the liver, I have fuel. You can relax. Solution 2, clean the filter, cruciferous vegetables. Next, we must unclog the liver so it can do its job during the day. A fatty liver cannot store energy efficiently. To decongest it, you need bitter and sulfur-rich foods. I want you to increase your intake of cruciferous vegetables. Broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, and arugula. These vegetables contain a compound called sulforaphane. This molecule boosts the liver's detoxification pathways. It helps the liver package toxins and remove them from the body. Also, add bitter foods like dandelion greens or drink dandelion root tea. Bitterness stimulates bile flow. Bile is the river that carries toxins out of the liver. If the river flows, the liver is clean. Solution 3, the cooling breath. If you do wake up at 2 a.m. and feel hot and frustrated, you need to cool the liver energy down manually. In yoga, we have a cooling breath called Shitali pranayama. Sit up in bed. Curl your tongue into a tube shape, like a straw. If you cannot curl your tongue, just purse your lips. Inhale deeply through the mouth, pulling the air over your tongue. You will feel the cold air entering your system. Close your mouth and exhale slowly through your nose. Do this for 10 rounds. This breath physically cools the blood and calms the pitta energy, or fire energy, associated with the liver. It lowers your metabolic heat and helps you drift back into sleep. Conclusion: sleep is a skill. My dear friends, waking up in the middle of the night is not just bad luck. It is biology. It is your liver asking for support. If you respect this 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. window, if you fuel your body correctly with early dinners and liver-supporting foods, you will stop the adrenaline alarm clock. You will sleep through the night. You will wake up feeling refreshed, not depleted. Your liver works hard for you. It filters every drop of blood in your body. Be kind to it, and it will give you the gift of rest. If you found this video helpful, please share it with a friend who is always tired. Let us heal our sleep together. Stay healthy, stay blessed.